Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Amelia Steele, professional dog trainer and behaviourist, and today we are talking all things recall. More specifically, how to introduce recall to your dog. Recall is one of the most important skills you can teach your dog. It's especially important if you're having your dog off lead, but it's equally as important if your dog spends their entire life on the lead. If one day you drop the lead or your dog escapes, it's really important that your dog can come when called. Now, there are a few common mistakes that people make. It's really important that when we start teaching recall, we use our dog's currency. Now that means that we use what our dogs really value. So whether it's toys, food, whatever your dog's favourite thing is. There are also some rules that we want to follow. When we start introducing a recall, it's really important that our dogs only get used to hearing us say it once per time they perform the behaviour and per treat. So we always want to get into the pattern of we call our dog, they come back, and then we reinforce it. We're also going to take a look at what happens when our dog doesn't come back straight away and how to address that. We also want to make sure that recall is exciting. Dogs like things that are interesting and different, and when we're coming up against things in the environment, it's really important that we give them a reason to come back to us. So when we're in the early stages of training recall, the more fun you can make it, the better your results are going to be. I generally recommend throwing in random practices throughout your walk so that you can really rehearse that behaviour and really make it reinforcing for your dog. You don't want to wait until you need it to be practicing. So the first thing we want to do with our recall is make sure that we are using our dog's favourite currency. So whatever your dog's favourite food is, or if they love toys, use your dog's favourite toy. Now the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that he's responding to his name. Now as humans, we have a tendency to just say our dog's names all the time, and all they do is learn that actually their name doesn't mean anything. So we want to make sure that their name is followed by something really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a really easy game where I call his name, and as he follows me, I'm going to give him a treat. So it looks like this. Indy, yes. Indy, yes. Indy, yes. Indy. And you see he's not listened to me here, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep moving. Yes! And reward him when he catches up. Remember, at this stage, it doesn't matter if they don't listen perfectly. The goal of this is to show them that the word Indy is then followed by him catching up to me and then getting something good. Indy, yes. Good boy. Indy, yes. I'm not too bothered about my German Shepherd for the moment. He knows this, so you can just ignore her. Indy, yes. Good boy. Indy, yes. So again, it's really easy to just say our dog's name all the time, but I highly recommend saving your dog's name for when they're going to get something good. If you want, you can pick a nickname for your dog that you use more generally, and then have their actual name as something that's always followed up with something really positive and good. So now he thinks it's great to follow me, all I'm going to do is add in a recall cue. I like to pick a really specific word for recall. I don't just like to use my dog's name. Yes, I want him to listen when I call his name, but I want to have something that specifically means come here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat that same exercise, but I'm going to add his recall cue in following his name. I'm going to use the word come, but you can use whatever you want. Indy, come? Yes. Indy, come? And again, he's not listened straight away, so I just keep moving. Yes. Indy, come? Yes. It's really important that you don't keep repeating your dog's recall cue if they don't listen first time. Indy, come? Yes. Good boy, you can have one too. Indy, come? Yes. Indy, come? Yes. Good boy. Indy, come? Yes. Indy, come? Yes. If you want to make sure that you don't get dizzy, all you have to do is change directions and move in a different direction each time. You don't just have to go back and forwards. Yes. Indy, come? Yes. And if you have two dogs, you can see it's a great one to do with both of them as well. Indy, come? Yes. Good boy, Cassius. So now we've started to pair together the word and the action of coming back. What we want to do is start practicing it in more situations. So all I'm going to do is throw some food down for my dog so that he's nice and distracted, and then I'm going to practice calling him. Start with, again, I'm only going to call him once. I don't want him to get used to me repeating that cue. So I'm going to call him once, I'm going to wait for him to catch up, and then I'm going to make it the biggest, best thing ever that he's caught up to me. So I'm going to throw the food, I'm going to start moving away. Indy, come! So again, he's not quite listened, so I'm just going to wait for him. Yes, good boy! Good job! And then I'm going to give him a good 3 or 4 treats. And then I can go straight into the next one. So while he's eating those ones, I can walk away. Indy, come. Good boy, yes. Indy, come. Good boy, yes. So I'm praising him as soon as he makes that decision to come back. So as soon as he's turning, I'm going straight to good boy. This will just encourage him to fully commit to coming all the way back, rather than just thinking about it and then getting distracted. Now that your dog's getting the hang of it, we want to make sure that we're practicing this as much as we can and not just when we need it. It's really important that you reinforce recall throughout your walk and make sure that it's really highly rewarding for your dog. If we only use it when it's needed, there's a good chance our dog's not going to get the hang of it and it's just going to go away. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe. And if you want to build a better relationship with your dog and improve things like their recall, lead walking and general listening skills, check out the link below for my brand new engagement games course.